I knew that they just wanted me to show up and look cute and stand on a little pink sticker where I'm supposed to go and say what I'm supposed to say, but I also knew that that wasn't fulfilling for me, that I wanted to be a part of the storytelling, that I wanted to be a part of the narrative, whether that be in the writing, in the costume design, in creating the character, and reveal that I actually need to have authorship in order to feel fulfilled. So I think that for them, sometimes that might have felt like a rug pull because you're like, you're trying to assert yourself into something that we didn't hire you to do.
She wrested his movie away from him and decided to try to hurt him with petty, made-up, out-of-context complaints when he pushed back even in the mildest way.
I don't have any ego in this work in that sense because there is room for all of us. A lot of emotional stress. It's very hard on me and my family.
I don't like her. She seems like a bully. She was such a high-maintenance diva bully brat.
Blake Lively's Hollywood takeover attempt backfired. Now she's facing a $400 million lawsuit. Blake Lively tried to take over a movie that wasn't hers. What started as a simple casting decision quickly spiraled into a high-stakes Hollywood power struggle, with Lively attempting to seize control over a film she didn't create. But when director and producer Justin Baldoni refused to give in, the situation took a dark turn. Allegations surfaced, careers were nearly destroyed, and now the fallout is bigger than anyone could have anticipated.
He had to bend over backwards just to get her to shut up and complete the film.
I haven't given myself time to recover or time to heal. I had an intense year, a lot of material success, and a lot of emotional stress. It's very hard on me and my family.
For months, Baldoni found himself blacklisted, losing jobs, credibility, and financial backing for his production company, Wayfarer Studios. The damage was so severe that many thought he'd never recover. But in a stunning reversal, the truth is now coming to light, and it's Blake Lively's empire that's crumbling instead. Brand deals are vanishing, business ventures with husband Ryan Reynolds are bleeding millions, and a $400 million lawsuit threatens to bring down their Hollywood reign once and for all. So, how did we get here? Let's break it down. The takeover that started it. All Justin Baldoni, the man behind the film. Justin Baldoni isn't just another Hollywood director. He's the co-founder of Wayfarer Studios, a production company dedicated to crafting emotionally resonant and socially impactful films. His passion for meaningful storytelling has made him a respected figure in the industry, and his dedication to bringing Colleen Hoover's best-selling novel It Ends With Us to life was unparalleled. This wasn't a random directing gig for Baldoni. It was a project he nurtured for over 5 years. He personally secured the film rights to It Ends With Us, recognizing its potential early on. He collaborated closely with Colleen Hoover to ensure the film remained faithful to its source material. His production company, Wayfarer Studios, was one of the key financial backers of the project. He worked tirelessly to assemble the right team to bring the story to the big screen. He spent years shaping a vision that honored the novel and resonated with fans. In every way, this was his film, his vision, and his investment. But then, Blake Lively entered the picture. Blake Lively's Hollywood power play. When Lively was cast as the lead, insiders quickly noticed a shift in the production dynamic. At first, her involvement seemed like a standard A-list casting decision, but soon it became evident. She didn't just want to act in the film, she wanted to control it. Lively began demanding major changes to the script, which, on its own, wasn't unusual for high-profile actors. But her influence didn't stop there. Sources close to the production revealed that she aggressively pushed for major creative control, far beyond what was typical for an actor. She insisted on rewriting key scenes to fit her personal vision, sometimes overriding Baldoni's creative direction. She pressured studio executives to grant her increased decision-making authority, bypassing Baldoni's input entirely. She started leveraging her industry connections to gain more control over the production. She allegedly began pushing for a directorial credit, despite Baldoni's years of work. When Baldoni resisted, refusing to let his years of work be turned into what he saw as a vanity project, the situation escalated. And that's when the real damage began. The accusation that changed everything out. Of nowhere, rumors began circulating about Baldoni's behavior on set. Hollywood insiders whispered that he was difficult to work with and that Lively felt unsafe around him. No official allegations were made, no evidence surfaced, just carefully placed rumors, powerful enough to plant doubt in the minds of industry leaders. And in an industry where reputation is everything, doubt can be a career killer.
Alleging Justin's actions have caused her 4 children to be traumatized.
No matter what you do in life, you never, ever, ever go full Amber Heard.
Within weeks, Wayfarer Studios lost multiple upcoming film deals. Baldoni's talent agency quietly cut ties with him. Major studios started distancing themselves from his work. Investors began pulling out of projects associated with him. Friends and colleagues in Hollywood hesitated to publicly defend him, fearing backlash, and just like that, Baldoni was effectively pushed out of his own film, the project he had built from the ground up. Meanwhile, Lively took full creative control, cementing herself as the driving force behind the movie's production. But that's where she made her biggest mistake. Because Justin Baldoni wasn't going to stay silent forever. The leaked texts that changed everything. For months, Baldoni watched as his career unraveled, but behind the scenes, he and his legal team were gathering evidence. And when they finally went public, the revelations shattered Lively's carefully constructed narrative. The messages that exposed the lies-leaked text messages between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni painted a very different story from the one Hollywood had been told. Lively had personally invited Baldoni to private meetings and social gatherings, contradicting claims that she felt unsafe around him. She had spoken positively about him in private while publicly undermining his reputation. Ryan Reynolds himself had texted Baldoni, expressing excitement for the project and admiration for his work. Screenshots revealed Lively actively working behind the scenes to have Baldoni removed. Evidence suggested that Lively collaborated with studio executives to sideline Baldoni and take over the film's direction. If she truly feared Baldoni, why was she so comfortable interacting with him behind closed doors? The public backlash was immediate. Industry insiders began questioning Lively's motives, and Baldoni's side of the story finally gained traction. But he wasn't just seeking redemption, he wanted justice. The $400 million lawsuit that no one saw coming. Rather than quietly accepting the damage to his career, Baldoni took legal action. He filed a massive $400 million lawsuit against Blake Lively, citing defamation, career sabotage, and substantial financial losses. Why $400 million? Lively's actions cost Baldoni multiple film projects. Wayfarer Studios suffered serious financial setbacks as a result of the controversy. His professional reputation was nearly destroyed, affecting future opportunities. He lost high-profile directing opportunities with major studios. The legal battle revealed a wider pattern of Hollywood corruption and power struggles. Lively's first move? Attempting to file a gag order to prevent Baldoni from speaking out. But the judge denied it, allowing the case to proceed publicly. And that's when everything really started falling apart for Blake and Ryan. Blake and Ryan's empire is falling apart. At one point, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were Hollywood, royalty. They had massive brand deals, multi-million-dollar businesses, and a devoted fan base. But as the legal battle escalated, their carefully curated empire began to crumble. Blake's brand deals are disappearing. Major beauty and fashion partnerships have been quietly terminated. Her hair care brand, Blake Brown, is reportedly being pulled from major retailers due to plummeting sales. Consumers are actively boycotting her products, damaging her personal brand. Public trust in her image is eroding, making her a liability to sponsors. Ryan's business ventures are taking a hit, his stake in Wrexham. AFC is now under scrutiny due to his growing legal troubles. Investors in Aviation Gin and Mint Mobile are allegedly reconsidering their involvement. Maximum Effort Productions is struggling to secure funding for future projects. His once golden public image is becoming increasingly tarnished. In short, their empire is collapsing in real time.
Well, now that it's a function on Twitter and Instagram, there's a couple people that I have muted.
Good.
Yeah.
People on Instagram?
Yeah, it's a new feature.
Really?
I know. Get excited.
And there's no way to stop the bleeding. The end of Blake and Ryan's Hollywood reign? Blake Lively played the wrong game, and she lost. She tried to seize control of a film that wasn't hers. She tried to destroy the career of the man who built it. And now, she's watching everything she worked for crumble. The deeper this lawsuit goes, the worse it gets. At this point, it's only a matter of time before Hollywood moves on completely. But what do you think? Can Blake and Ryan recover from this scandal? Or is this truly the end of their Hollywood reign? And at this point, it's only a matter of time before Hollywood moves on completely. But what do you think? Do you believe Blake and Ryan can recover from this scandal? Or is this the final nail in their careers? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more deep dives into Hollywood's biggest scandals, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching.